everyone, good morning. I hope you're all having a lovely Sunday morning. Thank you so much for joining me live today for another live cooking demo. Yay! I'm Hailey, your health angel, and today I'm going to be making for you another easy meal from Recipe High Five. I want to show you how easy it is to create, a really simple and healthy meal using fewer and healthy ingredients. But what I want to say is, firstly, thank you so much to everybody that's already bought the book. I'm so grateful to you. I've had such fantastic feedback and I'm loving all the posts that you're sending me and all the messages as well. So thank you so much for that. So today, I'll just get straight to it. I'm going to be making tomato and mascarpone pasta. So here are my ingredients. I have some pasta, obviously. Now I use organic brown rice pasta. I tend to stay away from anything that's kind of wheat based. Brown rice pasta has got more nutrients to it and it's also gluten free. But if you don't have any gluten sensitivities, just use whatever pasta you like. But can I just say though that there's just so many pastas out there at the moment that just try them and see. There's normal supermarkets. You can kind of have different, like I've got here brown rice pasta, but you've also got spelt pastas, buckwheat pastas, various kinds. So sometimes it would be good just to try them and see what you think and see if that makes you feel better. I've got some cherry tomatoes, mascarpone cheese, some passata, which is just sieved tomatoes, and I've also got here some cooked chicken. Now it's a really quick and simple and super quick and easy dish to make, but the secret really is to make sure that you've kind of prepped well in advance. So I'm not saying to spend 2 hours at the weekend, making your meals for the week. If you've got time to do that, brilliant, but sometimes you just don't. And it's using, the odd kind of 5-10 minutes that you can grab to prep what you need, whether it's veggies or whatever else. And that's what I usually do. I kind of prep my chicken in advance as well. So usually, on a quiet Sunday morning, I would poach my chicken breasts. Now to poach chicken breasts, it's so simple. All you do is you put hot water on your cooker, add quite a lot of salt into it, about a tablespoon of salt, so that you really want to flavour that water. Once it comes to the boil, pop your chicken breasts in, put the lid on, turn the heat down and time it for 8 minutes. Now after that 8 minutes, all you do is turn the gas off and just let it sit. The chicken won't actually have cooked during that time, but what will happen is, because the water is still hot, it will still go through that slow poaching process, and it's that slow poaching process that's going to give you really succulent, really tender chicken breasts. And then once it's done, what you do is you just cool it down, cut it up, put it into Ziploc or sealable bags, and then just stick it in your fridge for whenever you need it, or actually you can keep them in the freezer as well. You can cook them for frozen. It just means you need to add it in earlier on in the cooking process so that it kind of thaws right the way through. But that's what I usually do. So once that's prepared, you just imagine coming in at work during the week. You're tired, you've just got the kids from school or whatever else, and it's just so easy, because in the time that you would take to make the pasta, everything is available and you just throw it all in, and then that's it made. Anyway, I'm just going to get to it. Hope you're all having a lovely Sunday morning. I don't know what you had planned at the weekend, so I hope it's been a lovely one. You're not all too hungover this morning, depending on what you did last night, So anyway, firstly, I've just got a little bit of coconut oil in me, about half a teaspoon. You don't really want a lot, just enough for you to get the cherry tomatoes in, which I've halved, and give it a little sizzle. So you're just browning them slowly for a couple of minutes. So as I go through this process, just to start this off, I want to go through the various steps, because that's your 5 ingredients. But as I've said, my whole book is about taking you through this process into 5 easy to follow steps. So before you put all this, the step 1 is put your pasta on and just let that cook. And then for the kind of the 8 to 10 minutes that it takes, this will be ready. So your step 2 is obviously add in the cherry tomatoes and let them brown. Now if you don't like cherry tomatoes, leave them out and just substitute it with whatever vegetables you want. You know, onions, peppers, you know, mushrooms or whatever else, and add them in at this stage. The main thing is, you know, my message is always just make sure you get those veggies in your dinner. You know, that is the absolute main thing. Now once you've browned that a little, you just add in your passata, your stewed tomatoes, okay, and just season it at this stage with some salt and pepper. Okay, and then you're just letting that cook through. Probably let this, if you are using tomatoes, let it simmer for about 6 to 8 minutes. Now what you're trying to do is you're just kind of trying to soften the tomatoes at this stage. And when you start softening the cherry tomatoes, it actually releases its own juices, and that helps to kind of create the sauce as well. If you like more sauce with your pasta, just add in more passata, or if you're not using cherry tomatoes, that's fine, just, you know, according to your taste. All the recipes are really adaptable, so, I mean, for me, I don't like a lot of sauce with my pasta, but if you do, on you go, you know, just fire away, just kind of load it in there. Now, I love tomatoes in a dish. They are packed full of vitamins. They're absolutely loaded with vitamin A, C and K, which is really important for your immune system, for beautiful skin, and for strong bones as well. It's also got a really powerful antioxidant in it, lycopene. You know, you might have heard about it or read about it before, and lycopene is fantastic for just getting rid of all those kind of free radicals, which I've said to you before are like damaged cells in your body, which then adds to, you know, disease and aging, and, you know, when you get those kind of aches and pains. So lycopene is, you know, is a fantastic antioxidant, and it's great to try and get that into your diet, because that is what's going to kind of help you stay healthy. So, as I said, you know, but kind of 6 to 8 minutes, but obviously that's actually softened quite well. Step 4 is your mascarpone cheese. You just add that in, okay? And you mix that right the way through. And it just creates a really lovely creaminess. You know, and you know, it's fine to use mascarpone cheese. My brother-in-law said to me, you know, last week, but you know, it's mascarpone cheese, surely that's fattening, you know, how does that make it a healthy meal? And mascarpone cheese is a saturated fat, but it's a healthy fat, and it's a healthy fat that we need in our diets, you know, to keep our cells, to keep our body healthy. So don't be scared of it. You know, you're not using the whole tub, you're using just, you know, a tablespoon of it. So don't be scared of it. You know, I am going to be focusing more on saturated fats this week. So keep an eye on my Facebook posts. I'll give you more details on that later on tonight, because I just still feel that there is quite a lot of confusion out there about saturated fat, and I want to just share my knowledge with you, just so that you know what you should be adding, and I think knowledge is key. So once that's mixed all the way through, which doesn't take long, but it just creates a lovely colour. I don't know if you can see that, but it's creates such a beautiful colour. Step 5, you get your chicken, easy peasy, you add that in, okay, oh, you didn't see that, and your pasta, okay, and then you just mix it all through. You're heating through the chicken, and if you've cooked your pasta well in advance, you're heating that through as well, but oh my goodness, and I know I keep saying it, and I wish you were here, but previously, that, you know, but it just smells delicious, it looks lovely, and it's such a beautiful sauce to kind of coat your pasta with, that it doesn't matter if you do try a different pasta, that your kids won't realise it. You know, my sister-in-law made this for her family last week, and she sent me a message to say that she used, you know, whole wheat pasta, and do you know what, the kids didn't notice it, and even better, they asked when they were going to have it all again. So I think that's amazing news, because it just means that it's a sauce that's kind of doing the talking for, you know, for the actual meal. So That's it, you mix it all the way through. Oh geez, it smells gorgeous. Okay, and there we have it. There you go. I'll just put a wee bit of this in here so you can see how amazing this looks. Oops, loaded that on a bit much, but there you go. That is tomato mascarpone pasta. 5 ingredients, 5 steps. That's recipe high five. You know, that is my recipe ebook, which you can buy from my Facebook page. It's only a £5, so it's kind of one of those things that you need to kind of try to believe it. And if you do, you know, invest in that, I promise you, you won't be disappointed, because this is how easy it is. You know, I'll show you all the tips to help you get organised in the kitchen. And you know what, it doesn't take long. I'm not one of those, you know, you need to spend 2 hours kind of prepping everything. It's just if you find that time to do what you need to do, it just makes your life so much easier when you come in from work. But that's me done for today. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a lovely Sunday afternoon planned. It's actually lovely and sunny here today in Scotland. Surprise, surprise. So we're going to get ready and we're going to head out for the day, enjoy the rest of your day. But listen, thank you again for joining me live. Until the next time, I'll see you. Bye.